the boutique was buzzing, as usual, with fans and shoppers eagerly snapping pictures of the latest arrivals. But no one was prepared for the sight that would send social media into a frenzy. Cameras flashed and whispers filled the air as Rasheeda emerged from the back room. Her outfit perfectly stylish, yet somehow accentuating a curve fans had not seen before. It was subtle, but unmistakably a baby bump. Instantly, phones came out, fans started recording, and speculation ignited like wildfire. Could Rasheeda really be expecting a new Frost baby? The rumor mill was spinning faster than ever, with hashtags trending across Instagram and Twitter within minutes. Emotions ran high as fans debated whether this was a carefully curated fashion choice or an announcement she hadn't officially made. Inside the boutique, the atmosphere was tense. Friends and family exchanged glances, some unable to hide their excitement, while others seemed shocked, almost wary of the implications. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's husband, Kirk Frost, arrived shortly after, and the cameras caught his reaction. Was it joy, surprise, or something else entirely? The drama intensified as loyal followers dissected every social media post from the past weeks, looking for clues, while rumors of secret celebrations and whispered arguments began to circulate. Some insiders claimed that the family had been keeping this under wraps for months, hinting at private disagreements and hidden tensions. Fans couldn't get enough. The boutique had transformed from a simple shopping experience into a stage for one of the most talked about celebrity revelations in recent memory. Every glance, every smile, every slight movement became a subject of analysis. Could this be the moment that changed the dynamics of the Frost family forever? Or was it just another carefully orchestrated publicity moment? With cameras clicking and emotions running wild, one thing was certain: the world was watching, waiting for Rasheeda's next move. And the question on everyone's lips was the same: who is really ready for a new Frost baby? And what chaos might follow in its wake? The boutique's atmosphere had shifted into something almost electric. Every shopper's gaze fixated on Rasheeda as she moved gracefully among the racks. Her outfit, a flowing, pastel ensemble, seemed effortless, yet fans immediately noticed the subtle curve at her midsection. Whispers began circulating, soft at first, then louder as more people began pointing their phones in her direction. "Is that?" someone murmured, eyes wide, voice barely a whisper, yet it carried across the room. The murmur quickly transformed into a buzz, spreading like wildfire through social media. Videos and pictures started appearing online within minutes, each frame magnifying the speculation. Comments poured in at record speed. Fans were shocked. Some declared it was undeniable, while others insisted it was just a clever fashion choice. The tension was palpable, every heartbeat echoing in the boutique like a drumbeat to the unfolding drama. Rasheeda herself appeared composed, yet the flicker of emotion across her face betrayed the storm beneath. Her husband, Kirk Frost, entered quietly at first, attempting a casual stroll through the boutique, but the cameras spotted him instantly. His eyes scanned the room, pausing on Rasheeda. For a fraction of a second, his expression hardened, then softened, creating a ripple of curiosity among onlookers. Inside, whispers became chatter. Chatter became full-blown speculation. Friends and family present exchanged loaded glances. Some were clearly thrilled at the idea of a new addition to the family. Others seemed hesitant, almost guarded. Sources later claimed that behind the boutique's elegant facade, discussions had been happening for weeks about how to manage the revelation, whether to announce it publicly or keep it under wraps. Yet nothing could stop the instinctual reaction of the fans, the camera phones, the relentless scrutiny. Outside, media vans had already started lining the curb, reporters vying for the first glimpse of Rasheeda and Kirk. The atmosphere resembled a war zone of flashbulbs, every second amplifying the speculation. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's closest friends whispered to each other, trying to maintain some semblance of composure. "Do you think she's ready to say something?" one asked nervously. The other shook her head. "If she is, it's going to blow everything up." Back inside, Rasheeda smiled politely at fans, signed a few items, all the while moving with careful grace to shield herself from the most invasive angles. Yet every movement seemed to ignite the frenzy even further. Each post online drew new waves of attention. The hashtag #FrostBaby began trending within hours. Followers dissecting past interviews, trying to uncover clues that might hint at how long Rasheeda had been keeping this secret. Some fans speculated about a potential gender reveal. Others debated whether this pregnancy could change the dynamics of the entire Frost family. Kirk, meanwhile, was caught in a delicate balancing act. His public persona as a calm, collected husband was being tested under the microscope of 1,000 cameras. He smiled, nodded, but the subtle tightening of his jaw did not go unnoticed. Insiders whispered that tensions had been simmering for weeks, and that this revelation, whether intentional or accidental, might finally surface conflicts that had long been hidden. Rumors began to swirl: secret doctor visits, hushed conversations in private corners, late-night calls that left the household buzzing with anticipation and worry. Fans were desperate for details, scouring every clip for hints, reading between the lines of Rasheeda's casual gestures, Kirk's subtle expressions. Even minor interactions were magnified into potential storylines of betrayal, excitement, and intrigue. Meanwhile, family members were divided. Some were thrilled at the possibility of a new life, projecting joy and excitement for what lay ahead. Others seemed wary, their smiles tight, their eyes darting toward Rasheeda and Kirk with silent questions. Insiders later claimed that arguments had already begun. Subtle at first, around scheduling, public appearances, and the timing of any formal announcement. Emotions ran high. The boutique staff had to step in multiple times, gently redirecting questions and keeping the frenzy under some semblance of control. Even so, every step Rasheeda took seemed to send ripples through the crowd. Fans speculated on her diet, her recent public appearances, even minor changes in her hairstyle, treating each detail as potential confirmation of the long-anticipated news. Kirk's reactions were dissected with equal intensity. Every nod, every smile, every brief hand on Rasheeda's shoulder became a piece of evidence, fueling the wildfire of fan theories. Sources hinted at secret meetings that had occurred prior to the boutique appearance, involving close friends and family strategizing about when and how this information should be revealed. The intrigue was further heightened by alleged past conflicts within the Frost household. Whispers of disagreements over family planning, career priorities, and public image all converged with the appearance of Rasheeda's bump, creating a potent mix of suspense, drama, and emotional tension. The boutique itself seemed to transform into a stage, every mirror reflecting back more than just fashion. It reflected questions, anticipation, and a complex web of speculation. As the afternoon progressed, social media erupted. Clips of Rasheeda entering the boutique, the way her hand occasionally rested on her midsection, and Kirk's subtle reactions were shared, reposted, and analyzed endlessly. Fan theories became increasingly elaborate. Some insisted the baby had been planned for months, others suggested it was entirely spontaneous, igniting debates over the couple's personal life in a frenzy of virtual conversation. Meanwhile, close friends of the family hinted at behind-the-scenes disagreements that might not yet be public. Sources claimed that some relatives were concerned about how the media would react, worried about the pressures this revelation might place on Rasheeda and Kirk, and anxious about potential family divisions. Emotions within the boutique oscillated wildly. Fans alternated between cheering and whispering in disbelief, some reaching out directly to Rasheeda with congratulations, others with questions they knew might never be answered. The tension between maintaining privacy and managing public perception became almost palpable, a delicate dance performed under the unrelenting scrutiny of cameras and social media. And then, just when it seemed the frenzy might settle, a minor accident sparked a new wave of attention. A knocked-over display sent clothing flying, creating chaos in the boutique and prompting a flurry of concern from staff. Rasheeda instinctively stepped forward to calm the situation, her movements graceful yet deliberate, every action caught on camera, interpreted as confirmation of her rumored condition by eagle-eyed fans. Kirk's reaction was immediate, rushing to help, his expression a mixture of concern and protective instinct. The scene, seemingly mundane, became another dramatic beat in the unfolding story, a snapshot of domestic life suddenly amplified into celebrity spectacle. As the day wore on, insider reports began leaking online. Cryptic messages suggested secret celebrations, possible baby names under discussion, and even rumored disagreements about how to navigate the upcoming months in the public eye. Fans dissected every word, every gesture, every past social media post for clues. The intensity of speculation reaching fever pitch, the buzz surrounding the boutique visit became the primary topic across reality TV news outlets, entertainment blogs, and social media platforms. Each outlet competed for the most sensational take, amplifying every hint of drama, disagreement, and emotional tension. Amid all this, Rasheeda remained poised, walking the fine line between personal privacy and public fascination. Her presence alone commanded attention, her expressions scrutinized for hidden meanings, her casual gestures analyzed as potential confirmations or denials. Kirk, similarly, was under a relentless spotlight, every minor movement or expression feeding the swirling narrative of family, expectation, and and celebrity spectacle. As night approached, the boutique emptied, but the drama continued to ripple across the internet. Videos continued to circulate, hashtags trended, and fans debated into the late hours. Each new post from Rasheeda or Kirk dissected for subtle hints. Speculation about a potential new Frost baby had taken on a life of its own, merging reality with rumor and fueling an emotional roller coaster for everyone involved. Emotions ran high, family dynamics appeared complex, and the world watched, waiting for confirmation, confrontation, or revelation. The tension was palpable, the stakes enormous, and the unfolding story promised more twists, secrets, and dramatic moments in the days to come, leaving fans hanging on every social media update, desperate to understand what this boutique visit truly meant and what it might herald for the Frost family. The following morning, the internet was ablaze. Clips from Rasheeda's boutique appearance had been dissected frame by frame, every movement turned into a headline. Fans were relentless, posting theories, memes, and GIFs, each claiming they had spotted definitive proof of a new Frost baby. The frenzy was so intense that Kirk Frost had reportedly been summoned to multiple meetings with his management team, strategizing on damage control or perhaps preparing for the ultimate announcement. Insiders suggested that tension within the Frost household had already begun to bubble over. Early reports indicated that family members were divided, some thrilled at the idea of a new addition, others wary of the implications for public perception and media scrutiny. The first major twist came when an anonymous source leaked that Rasheeda had been spotted leaving a private clinic earlier that week, an outing interpreted by fans as confirmation of the pregnancy. Social media erupted, with every fan account speculating about the stage of the pregnancy, potential due dates, and even possible baby names. Kirk, meanwhile, was caught in the perfect storm. His reputation as a calm, collected husband was being challenged under the relentless glare of public attention. Videos surfaced showing him at a restaurant hours after the boutique incident, speaking on the phone with a tone that fans interpreted as frustrated, defensive, or perhaps even secretive. As the day progressed, the boutique incident gained new life when several longtime associates of the family began weighing in. Subtle comments on social media hinted at ongoing disagreements behind closed doors, creating the perception that not everyone in the Frost family was on the same page. Emotions ran high within the household, insiders claimed, with family members debating how to handle the media frenzy. Some advocated for an immediate announcement to control the narrative, others suggested a more measured approach, preserving privacy while carefully crafting public perception. Meanwhile, fans continued to analyze Rasheeda's every post, her gestures, her choice of outfits, and her social media captions. Each detail became a potential clue, sparking heated debates online about whether she was subtly confirming the pregnancy or skillfully deflecting attention. Kirk's subtle responses, like brief touches on her shoulder or a protective glance, were amplified by media outlets, feeding into the narrative of a household simultaneously excited and tense. The drama escalated when a video surfaced showing a brief disagreement between Kirk and another family member, allegedly over how to present the news. Fans dissected the clip, creating hours of content speculating on hidden tensions, jealousy, and conflicting agendas. The story became a multi-layered spectacle, combining the thrill of speculation with the drama of family conflict. Whispers of secret celebrations, potential baby showers, and discussions of public appearances added layers of intrigue. Insiders suggested that some family members were eager to manage every detail, from announcements to photo opportunities, while others were pushing for discretion and privacy. Amid this swirl of speculation, Rasheeda continued her public appearances, each carefully orchestrated, yet inevitably fueling fan theories. A seemingly innocent social media post showing her holding a cup of coffee led to 1,000 online interpretations, with fans reading into the placement of her hands, her smile, and her posture. Kirk's responses in public forums, though polite and controlled, were similarly scrutinized, each gesture interpreted as a potential confirmation of insider rumors. Tension within the Frost household reportedly reached a peak when a distant relative publicly commented on the boutique incident, hinting at family divisions and conflicting agendas. Insiders suggested that private arguments about how to manage the news became more heated, with some members frustrated at what they perceived as overexposure, while others relished the attention and the opportunity to shape public opinion. As the days passed, the drama expanded beyond the immediate circle. Reality TV commentators, gossip blogs, and fan accounts dissected every public appearance, every social media post, and every minor detail from Rasheeda and Kirk. The narrative had grown into a full-blown spectacle, blending speculation, personal conflict, and public fascination. Rumors of secret dinners, hushed meetings, and strategic photo opportunities circulated online, fueling the frenzy. Fans debated fiercely, often splitting into opposing camps. Those convinced a new Frost baby was imminent, and those skeptical, interpreting the signs as mere coincidence or deliberate misdirection. The boutique incident, initially a fleeting moment, had become a defining event in the Frost family saga. Emotions ran high, alliances shifted behind the scenes, and the stakes grew ever higher. Kirk reportedly faced pressure from multiple fronts, managing the family's public image, maintaining harmony within the household, and navigating the relentless scrutiny of fans and media. Rasheeda, meanwhile, balanced her public persona with the private realities of her personal life, carefully choosing every word, gesture, and social media post to maintain some level of control over the narrative. The story reached a dramatic turning point when an alleged insider claimed that Rasheeda and Kirk had a heated argument about the timing of a potential public announcement. The conversation, though private, was reportedly overheard by staff and interpreted by social media sleuths through indirect hints and cryptic posts. Fans speculated endlessly. Were they disagreeing over publicity, privacy, or deeper issues within the family? The ambiguity only intensified interest, driving engagement and sparking debates that spanned across multiple platforms. Amid the chaos, emotional stakes were palpable. Some family members reportedly felt betrayed by leaks and speculation, while others appeared delighted at the unfolding public attention. Friends of the couple became embroiled in the drama, offering cryptic comments, subtle clues, and sometimes outright confirmations that kept fans on the edge of their seats. Each interaction, whether in public or behind the scenes, seemed to carry weight, signaling alliances, conflicts, or the potential for new drama. As the story continued to unfold, the boutique incident was no longer just a moment in time. It had become the catalyst for an intricate web of speculation, emotion, and intrigue. Fans created timelines, charts, and analyses of Rasheeda and Kirk's movements, piecing together a narrative that blended rumor, observation, and imagination. Insiders confirmed that the family itself was experiencing heightened tension, balancing excitement over a potential new member with concerns about privacy, media attention, and public reaction. Every decision, from social media captions to casual appearances, carried the potential to escalate or diffuse the situation, keeping fans glued to updates and amplifying the spectacle. In the midst of it all, Kirk and Rasheeda navigated their daily lives under unprecedented scrutiny. Casual outings became headline events, private conversations were analyzed for meaning, and minor gestures became evidence in the public's eyes. The delicate balance of excitement, secrecy, and strategic planning created an environment where every action mattered, where alliances and conflicts intertwined, and where the anticipation of a new Frost baby became a cultural phenomenon. As the week progressed, insiders suggested that the family began formalizing plans for managing the narrative. Meetings were held, strategies discussed, and contingency plans developed for potential media leaks or misinterpretations. Yet despite careful planning, the frenzy continued to grow. Fueled by social media speculation, fan engagement, and the inexhaustible appetite for celebrity drama, the boutique visit, once a fleeting moment of observation, had blossomed into a story with multiple layers: emotion, family tension, public scrutiny, and the ever-present question of when or if confirmation would arrive. Emotions ran high, alliances shifted, and fans watched every move with bated breath, desperate to understand the truth behind the rumors, eager to witness the next twist in a saga that seemed far from over. Speculation about the family's internal conflicts continued, fueling a narrative that combines surprise, drama, and intrigue. Kirk and Rasheeda, at the center of the storm, appeared poised yet vulnerable, aware that every word, every gesture, and every social media post carried enormous weight. The boutique incident had ignited not just curiosity, but a complex interplay of emotion, expectation, and attention, leaving the Frost family's story unfolding in real time, with fans, media, and insiders all playing a part in shaping the drama that had captured the public's imagination. The following days saw the frenzy intensify, with fans dissecting every appearance of Rasheeda and Kirk, eager for confirmation of a new Frost baby. Casual social media posts became hotbeds for speculation. A seemingly innocent picture of Rasheeda sipping tea at a cafe sparked thousands of comments debating whether the slight curve of her outfit hinted at pregnancy. The public's obsession was relentless, and insiders claimed that the couple's private life was now under constant surveillance. Every outing, every smile, every gesture became material for speculation. The Frost household reportedly felt the pressure mounting. Family members were divided, some eager to embrace the attention and speculate publicly, while others pleaded for discretion. According to unnamed sources, hushed arguments erupted in private meetings over how to control the narrative, with some relatives frustrated that the media storm might overshadow other family matters. Kirk's team reportedly worked tirelessly to manage appearances, ensuring that his public statements were carefully worded and that social media activity was controlled. Yet, even with these precautions, leaks began to surface. Rumors of secret doctor visits, late-night discussions, and hushed phone calls spread rapidly online, fueling the frenzy. Emotions ran high in the Frost household. Some members were thrilled at the idea of welcoming a new life, while others were concerned about the intrusion of media into their private moments. The tension created subtle fractures, with whispered disagreements over timing, announcements, and the handling of fans' curiosity. The public, meanwhile, remained captivated. Online, theories exploded across platforms. Fans speculated about potential baby names, possible gender reveals, and even future appearances on reality television. Each post, no matter how mundane, was analyzed meticulously. Insiders hinted that a carefully orchestrated plan might be underway, involving staged photos, selective disclosures, and controlled interactions designed to manage public perception while preserving some privacy. The boutique incident, initially a fleeting moment, had now become a cornerstone of discussion. Videos of Rasheeda moving through the store, her gestures, the way Kirk subtly guided her away from the flashbulbs all were dissected and replayed endlessly. Fans debated whether the couple was intentionally teasing the public or simply navigating the chaos. Amid the speculation, minor disagreements within the family were magnified. One leaked conversation suggested a clash between relatives over the handling of the announcement, with some advocating for a private reveal and others pushing for a public spectacle to maximize engagement. The atmosphere was electric, tense, and unpredictable. Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship appeared at the center of the storm, with every smile, every glance, every touch scrutinized. Even casual gestures were interpreted as symbolic, signaling approval, disagreement, or hidden emotion. Emotions ran high not only within the family but also among fans. Social media became a stage for debates, arguments, and conflicting interpretations of what the boutique incident truly meant. Hashtags trended, videos went viral, and the story seemed to grow with each passing hour. Meanwhile, insiders claimed that preparations were underway for a potential reveal, with discussions about timing, media management, and fan engagement. Some family members were eager to control the narrative, while others feared that any misstep could lead to criticism, speculation, or unwanted scrutiny. As the week unfolded, tension escalated. Kirk and Rasheeda navigated their public appearances with caution, aware that every action was being monitored, analyzed, and reported. Friends and associates reportedly became involved, offering advice, encouragement, and sometimes conflicting strategies for handling the ongoing frenzy. Fans, in turn, intensified their scrutiny. Minor details in clothing, posture, or social media captions were dissected for clues. Rumors of secret celebrations, potential baby showers, and private discussions added layers of intrigue, creating a complex web of speculation and emotion. The boutique incident, once an isolated event, now formed the basis for a sprawling narrative involving family dynamics, public perception, and media frenzy. Insiders claimed that discussions about public statements, photo opportunities, and the timing of any formal announcement were ongoing, with family members divided over the best approach. The tension was palpable, with emotions running high, conflicts simmering beneath the surface, and speculation reaching fever pitch. Fans remained captivated, analyzing every appearance, every gesture, and every interaction for confirmation of the rumors. The Frost household, meanwhile, balanced anticipation and anxiety, managing the delicate interplay between excitement for a potential new family member and the pressures of constant public attention. Each day seemed to bring new developments, a whispered comment here, a subtle gesture there, all feeding the narrative and keeping fans engrossed. Kirk and Rasheeda navigated this landscape with care, aware that their every move could ignite further speculation or confirm the rumors swirling around them. The drama escalated when an alleged insider hinted at tension between Kirk and a close relative over public appearances and media management. Social media erupted once again, interpreting the hint as confirmation of behind-the-scenes conflict, further fueling the frenzy. The boutique incident had evolved from a single observation into a story with multiple layers: personal emotion, family tension, public scrutiny, and the relentless curiosity of fans. The anticipation of a new Frost baby now dominated conversations, dominating social feeds, news segments, and online forums. Emotions ran high on all sides. Fans debated fiercely, insiders leaked cryptic details, and family members struggled to balance privacy with the reality of public fascination. Every interaction, every post, every subtle glance became a potential revelation, feeding the ongoing drama. As speculation continued, the Frost family's internal dynamics reportedly became more complex. Disagreements over timing, privacy, and publicity created friction, with some members eager to embrace the spectacle and others anxious to protect personal boundaries. The tension, combined with the relentless scrutiny of fans and media, created an environment charged with emotion, anticipation, and intrigue. Kirk and Rasheeda's public appearances were now treated as high-stakes performances, every detail calculated, every gesture weighed. Even minor incidents, like a slight adjustment of clothing or a subtle touch, were amplified and dissected, feeding the narrative and maintaining the frenzy. The story of a potential new Frost baby had evolved into a multifaceted saga, one that blended family emotion, celebrity spectacle, media frenzy, and the relentless curiosity of fans. Each day added new layers, new insights, and new drama, keeping the public engaged and eager for the next development in a story that seemed far from reaching its conclusion. Rumors, speculation, and emotion continued to dominate the conversation, ensuring that the boutique incident remained a pivotal moment in the unfolding saga. Fans remained on edge, insiders continued to leak details, and the Frost family balanced excitement, anxiety, and the challenge of managing their public image, all under the watchful eyes of a captivated audience eager to witness the next twist in this ongoing story. The following week brought an escalation unlike anything fans had anticipated. Social media was no longer just buzzing, it had erupted into a full-blown frenzy. Clips from Rasheeda's boutique visit were being replayed endlessly, now layered with commentary, fan theories, and reactions from celebrity gossip accounts. Every slight movement of hers, every glance from Kirk, every subtle expression became evidence in the eyes of online insiders claimed that the Frost household itself was feeling the pressure. Family members reportedly held private meetings, debating how to navigate the storm of speculation. Some wanted to issue a statement immediately, to control the narrative and confirm the long-rumored news. Others advocated for patience, worried that a premature announcement could trigger even more scrutiny or conflict. Tensions were said to be running high, with whispers of disagreements spilling into casual conversations and creating a charged atmosphere behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Kirk Frost found himself in a delicate balancing act. His public image, one of calm authority and supportive husband, was being tested under intense scrutiny. Minor gestures, like a reassuring hand on Rasheeda's shoulder or a glance exchanged during interviews, were dissected and interpreted in countless ways online. Insiders hinted that the couple had begun strategically planning every public appearance, carefully choosing settings, clothing, and social media content to maintain intrigue while avoiding unwanted speculation. The boutique incident had become a pivotal point in this plan, whether intentional or accidental. As days passed, the narrative grew more complex. Fans speculated on everything, from possible baby names and potential gender reveals to questions about how this pregnancy might affect future reality show appearances. Minor interactions with friends and associates were analyzed as potential clues, fueling the cycle of speculation and frenzy. Emotions within the Frost household reportedly reached new heights. Some relatives were delighted at the prospect of a new addition to the family, expressing joy and excitement. Others seemed wary, cautious of how the public attention might impact private matters. According to unnamed sources, subtle disagreements began emerging around media strategy, timing of announcements, and handling fan interactions, further intensifying the family drama. Social media, meanwhile, exploded with a mix of celebration, skepticism, and conspiracy theories. Fans dissected every post, every story, every comment, looking for hidden hints or confirmation of insider rumors. Some posts were seen as playful teases, others interpreted as deliberate signals, each sparking hours of online debate. Then came a dramatic turn. A short video clip surfaced showing Kirk and Rasheeda in what appeared to be a heated private conversation, captured briefly outside a cafe. While the footage was incomplete, fans immediately read into every gesture, expression, and word, speculating about arguments over publicity, family disagreements, or deeper tensions. The online frenzy intensified as commentary ranged from excitement to concern, each theory gaining traction as fans sought to decode the unfolding drama. Insiders reported that behind the scenes, family dynamics were increasingly complicated. Discussions about public statements, photo opportunities, and the timing of any potential announcement became more heated. Some relatives felt that controlling the narrative was crucial to avoid misinterpretation, while others feared that too much attention would create unnecessary stress for Rasheeda and Kirk. The tension reached a peak when an alleged family insider revealed that discussions had turned into brief confrontations. With some members frustrated over media leaks and speculation, emotions were running high, and even casual interactions were laden with significance. Fans latched onto every social media post, reading into the tiniest detail. A smile, a caption, or a subtle hand gesture became evidence of confirmation or denial. Speculation continued to grow, amplified by gossip blogs, reality TV commentators, and online forums, each layer adding to the complexity of the story. The boutique incident had evolved from a single, fleeting moment into a sustained saga that now encompassed family dynamics, media scrutiny, and relentless fan curiosity. Every day brought new potential drama. A minor disagreement here, a cryptic post there, all interpreted through the lens of expectation and intrigue. Kirk and Rasheeda's approach to public appearances became a carefully choreographed dance, balancing personal privacy with the inevitability of public attention. Insiders suggested that even mundane activities like shopping trips, dining out, or casual phone calls were now treated as strategic decisions to maintain control over the narrative. The emotional stakes were immense. Some family members were delighted by the growing attention, viewing it as an opportunity to share in the excitement, while others were concerned that the relentless scrutiny might cause stress or conflict. The anticipation of a new Frost baby had become a unifying yet divisive force, drawing fans, media, and family members into an intricate web of speculation, expectation, and drama. Then, the story gained a shocking twist. A leaked post from an anonymous fan account suggested that Rasheeda had been spotted visiting a private location, allegedly for a celebratory gathering with close family and friends. The post included blurry images that fans interpreted as preparations for a baby shower or gender reveal. Speculation spiraled, as some claimed it confirmed the pregnancy, while others argued it was a clever misdirection. Emotions ran high online, hashtags continued trending, videos went viral, and fan theories multiplied, creating an environment where every small action or post could ignite a new wave of excitement or controversy. Insiders claimed that discussions within the Frost family became more strategic, with careful planning of announcements, interactions with the media, and social media content to preserve privacy while maintaining engagement. The boutique incident, combined with leaked posts, video clips, and ongoing speculation, had transformed into a sustained narrative that captured the public's imagination. Fans were obsessed, media coverage intensified, and every minor detail became fodder for discussion. Kirk and Rasheeda navigated the attention with caution. Their public appearances, previously routine, were now high-stakes performances, where gestures, expressions, and even the timing of posts were scrutinized. Family members, too, were adjusting to the spotlight, managing emotions, interactions, and differing opinions on strategy. The drama continued to expand as insiders hinted at potential conflicts over the management of the narrative, disagreements about timing, and differences in opinion on how to handle the media frenzy. Every interaction, every word, every gesture carried weight, fueling speculation and keeping fans engaged. The boutique incident, initially a brief observation, had become the catalyst for a multi-layered saga blending celebrity intrigue, family dynamics, and fan obsession. As the days turned into weeks, the anticipation of a new Frost baby remained the central focus, driving discussion, speculation, and intense emotion across multiple platforms. Fans dissected every appearance, every post, and every minor detail, while Kirk and Rasheeda, along with their family, navigated the complex balance between privacy, publicity, and managing an audience eager for every possible twist in this unfolding drama. The intensity surrounding Rasheeda and Kirk Frost reached new heights as the weeks went by. The boutique incident, which had initially seemed like a fleeting moment, continued to dominate headlines, social media, and conversation across fan communities. Every public appearance, no matter how mundane, was scrutinized, dissected, and analyzed for hidden meaning. Insiders reported that the Frost household was now operating under a heightened sense of caution. Family members were reportedly in constant discussion about how to manage interactions with the media, navigate social media, and respond to leaks and speculation. Some were eager to embrace the spotlight, viewing it as an opportunity to control the narrative, while others were concerned about maintaining privacy and protecting the family from unnecessary stress. Kirk Frost faced his own unique challenges. His calm, composed public persona was under constant examination, and every gesture or expression was treated as evidence by fans and media alike. Insider sources suggested that he and Rasheeda had begun carefully coordinating appearances, ensuring that each interaction, each photo, and each post would provide just enough intrigue to keep the public engaged without revealing too much. Yet despite these precautions, rumors continued to circulate. Reports of secret meetings, private celebrations, and hushed conversations leaked online, fueling speculation. Fans interpreted these leaks as confirmation of a pregnancy, sparking a frenzy of hashtags, fan theories, and viral content. Emotions within the Frost family reportedly became increasingly complex. Some relatives were overjoyed by the possibility of welcoming a new family member, while others expressed concern about the pressure of media attention and the potential impact on family dynamics. Minor disagreements over strategy, timing, and disclosure reportedly became more pronounced, leading to subtle tension in private interactions. Social media remained the battleground for fan speculation. Posts that might have once been overlooked were now magnified and analyzed in detail. Every hand placement, every outfit choice, every casual smile became fodder for discussion, with fans attempting to decode hidden messages or clues about the potential pregnancy. The boutique incident had sparked a chain reaction, transforming a simple public appearance into a sustained saga filled with drama, intrigue, and speculation. Insiders suggested that some family members were beginning to clash over how to handle the story. Disagreements over whether to confirm, deny, or strategically tease the news created subtle divisions, further fueling intrigue and giving fans even more material to analyze. The frenzy expanded beyond social media. Entertainment news outlets picked up the story, running segments analyzing the potential new Frost baby, the family's dynamics, and the public reaction. Reality TV commentators, gossip blogs, and online forums all weighed in, further amplifying the speculation and the sense of suspense. Even minor incidents in public, like a slight adjustment of clothing, a brief touch, or a subtle glance between Rasheeda and Kirk, were treated as potential evidence, further blurring the line between private life and public spectacle. Fans debated endlessly about what each gesture meant, creating narratives that ranged from joyful anticipation to conflict and tension. Insider reports suggested that family members were feeling the pressure of this constant attention. Some were reportedly frustrated by media leaks and online speculation, while others embraced the attention, viewing it as a chance to shape the narrative on their own terms. Tensions ran high, and emotions were palpable in private moments, even when the couple presented a composed public front. Then came another dramatic development. A video surfaced allegedly showing a brief disagreement between Kirk and a family member regarding how to handle upcoming media interactions. Fans dissected every detail, reading into tone, posture, and expressions to construct their own interpretations of family conflict and intrigue. The frenzy continued to escalate as rumors of secret celebrations, private gatherings, and strategic planning for announcements circulated online. Fans speculated about potential baby showers, gender reveals, and even the possibility of reality show appearances tied to the anticipated addition to the family. Each leak, each post, and each subtle gesture added another layer to the narrative, maintaining the public's fascination. Emotions ran high on all sides. Fans alternated between excitement and skepticism, insiders debated strategy, and family members navigated the delicate balance between privacy and public engagement. Every decision, every appearance, and every post became a calculated move in a high-stakes drama that seemed to grow with each passing day. The boutique incident, combined with ongoing leaks and speculation, had transformed into a multi-layered story encompassing personal emotion, family tension, public scrutiny, and fan obsession. Insiders reported that discussions about timing, disclosure, and media strategy continued, with family members often divided in their approach. Some advocated for an immediate public announcement to control the narrative, while others preferred patience, concerned that any premature disclosure could trigger controversy or misunderstanding. The story's complexity deepened as fan engagement remained relentless. Every appearance of Rasheeda or Kirk, every post on social media, every comment became material for speculation, creating a feedback loop of drama, analysis, and anticipation. The boutique incident had become more than an observation. It was a catalyst, sparking conversations, debates, and theories across multiple platforms and keeping the story alive in the public consciousness. Kirk and Rasheeda's navigation of this environment required careful balance. Public appearances became strategic performances. Gestures and expressions were scrutinized for hidden meaning, and social media content was planned with precision. Family members, too, had to manage internal dynamics, balancing excitement for a potential new addition with the need to maintain composure under scrutiny. The emotional stakes were high. Insiders reported that disagreements over timing, privacy, and strategy created subtle tension, while other family members celebrated the excitement and anticipation surrounding the possibility of a new Frost baby. Fans remained captivated, dissecting every detail, analyzing every movement, and theorizing endlessly about what might be revealed next. The drama continued to evolve, fueled by speculation, media coverage, and the relentless curiosity of fans. The boutique incident had transformed into a sustained saga, blending celebrity intrigue, family dynamics, and public fascination, leaving the Frost household navigating a complex web of anticipation, emotion, and attention as the story unfolded with no clear end in sight. So here we are, at the center of a storm that has captivated fans across the globe. Rasheeda's boutique incident, seemingly small at first, has turned into a full-blown spectacle, and the burning question lingers: is there really a new Frost baby on the way? Fans are divided, with some convinced they've spotted every subtle clue, while others remain skeptical, pointing to the possibility of misdirection or clever PR strategy. The tension is palpable, not just among fans but within the Frost household itself. Every gesture, every post, every glance between Rasheeda and Kirk is under scrutiny, analyzed for meaning and debated endlessly online. This story is more than just celebrity gossip. It's a masterclass in the power of speculation, media influence, and fan engagement. As the drama unfolds, the emotional stakes are high. Insiders report that family members are navigating the delicate balance between privacy and public interest. Some are thrilled by the anticipation, excited to welcome a potential new member into the family, while others worry about the intensity of public scrutiny and the potential for misunderstandings.